Improv Separately Together. I'm your host, Philip Whiting. Today, coming from Chicago, yes, we're out of Florida this time. Welcome to the show, Brian! Woo! I mean, you can clap for yourself. I mean, you're allowed to like yourself. It's fine.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate being on the show.
Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show. And I pointed there. He's here. Thank you for coming on the show. And why don't you let the audience know a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, my name is Brian Dukes, and I am living up here in Chicago and doing improv up here. I've been here for about 3 years and came here by way of North Carolina, where I started my improv journey many years ago. So I've been in it for a minute, as the kids might say. But yeah, you know, with this new world reality, you know, loving just trying to get new opportunities like this one, and just trying to keep the muscles as fresh as I can.
Awesome. So with this show, what I've been doing is, whoa, lights went out. With this show, what I've been doing is I've just been reaching out to improvisers and a couple of non-improvisers, and just seeing how they've been dealing with the whole virus and going on, and seeing how they're doing in their everyday life. So basically, I have like 5 questions for you, and you ready to answer them?
Yeah, fire away.
All right, so it starts like this. With the whole coronavirus going on, what changed in your day-to-day process?
Oh, man. So at first, I work a very physical job. And so at first, going from, walking like 12,000, 15,000 steps a day to 0 was real tough. So just being sedentary for like 3 months, was like real bad. So, gained a couple pounds that I didn't anticipate having to gain, but now I'm back at work, and so I'm starting to burn that off again, which is making me very happy.
Great. Okay, so we're all at home a lot more than we used to be. What do you like about being home?
Well, pants are optional more than ever. I'm not wearing any now, in case anybody's wondering. I mean, there is it is like kind of like a gilded cage in a way, because, you're here, but you're here, and there's not a lot of other places to go. So it's a bit of a mix. You gotta have to, I think, make magic for yourself, inside.
Right. Okay, so if we flip that question the other way, what do you dislike about being home so much?
Oh, man. I feel so less plugged into humanity, I'm a very social person. I like being out and doing things, and you can only do that so much in your, slim interactions with the daily, public. But like, there's like one of my favorite bars is just like around the corner. I can't go to it. So it's just like just like that disconnect. That disconnect is what I dislike the most.
Right. It's horrible. So I totally understand that. Okay, so what are you missing the most during this time?
I'm going to be honest. I really miss going to the movies, like seeing movies on the big screen, get some popcorn, drink, just like the spectacle, of it.
Right.
I also miss performing. All the improv theaters up here are, temporarily closed. A couple are permanently closed. But just, like seeing my friends perform, performing myself, going to movies, just doing the fun stuff of living up here. Because there's so much to do up here in Chicago.
Right. All right, so the last question is going to be, things are gradually opening up, what do you feel is the safest thing for you to go out and do?
Oh man. Well, they've reopened the beaches along the lake up here, so I can definitely go for walks and just kind of like people watch in a way. And up here, people are really good. They've gotten a lot better, I should say, about wearing masks in public spots, and so I feel like even if I'm downtown. Like grabbing takeout, because a lot of restaurants have reopened for just curbside or takeout or whatever. People are wearing masks, so I can still get a decent meal, and I can still like walk around and do some of the touristy stuff in terms of like looking and the buildings are all the architecture, all of that's still on the table. But I can walk past Wrigley Field every day, but there's no baseball. Like I would love for baseball to be back. But in terms of things that are safe for me to do, it's absolutely fine. People are pretty smart about using their masks, and so I can still get out and do some things.
Right. I mean, baseball is back, but you just can't go watch it.
Right. It's look, the baseball is back, quotation marks, but it's soulless. Like I don't want to get into it. All right. You've touched a nerve, sir. Next question.
My bad. That is actually the end of the regular questions portion of the show. But I hear you brought a friend with you today that we're going to interview.
Yes.
Go ahead and get them, and I will do another introduction. All right, so Brian went to go get his guest. I have no idea who this person's going to be, but let's go ahead and we'll meet them right now. Whoa!
Oh! Hello, humans.
Hello. Well, welcome to the show.
Yes. Is this thing working?
Yes.
This Eldritch device.
Did Brian let you know what was happening today?
He said there would be sacrifices made in my name.
Oh, okay. Maybe later. But I'm basically going around and meeting with people online and asking them how they're doing during the whole pandemic. Can you answer about 5 questions for me?
Sure, I have slept for eons. I can answer a few questions before lunch.
Okay, awesome. So the whole coronavirus going on, what changed in your day-to-day process?
Oh, I gotta say, when more people are sleeping and doing nothing, they're just fattening themselves up for later. And you would think that would be a good thing, but, man, I feed off the energy and dreams of these people, and everyone's just so depressed. It's giving me a stomachache, to be quite frank.
Oh, okay. So you don't want them so fat with laziness. You want them.
No.
You want their dreams to be alive, so you can take them.
You get it. See, this guy gets it.
I
yes.
Get...
Full of hope and succor, so I can devour them wholesale at the peak of their humanity, not at their lowest point. Ugh. I feel like I'm eating pencil shavings. Have you ever eaten pencil shavings? It's awful.
Ugh, gross. I get you. So we're all home a lot more. Is there anything that you like about that?
I gotta say, when I left the sunken ancient city of Raleigh to come to Chicago, I had my doubts. But I'm kind of liking Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan's nice. There's a large diversity of people for which I can devour their dreams and hopes. I kind of like it here. It's going to be cold really soon. I can already feel the frost fangs starting to sink their teeth into me, but I'll just get a winter coat. Everyone says, Cthulhu, just get a winter coat. Get a heavy winter coat. And I'm like, no, whatever. I'm an ancient elder one. I don't need a winter coat. But I'm definitely going to get a winter coat. If you come, I'll go get a winter coat.
That would be the smart thing to do. I hear it gets really cold there.
It does.
So, on the other side of that question, is there anything you dislike about being home so much?
Well, I do have that. I thought that it would. You know, I thought I'd be able to go to more movies. There's a lot of movie theaters and improv spaces here, and let me tell you, no one's dreams of delusion taste better than those of improvisers seeking greatness in this great northern wasteland of Chicago. But we're all stuck inside, and I don't have access to them as much as I would like.
Right. Okay, so if you think about that one thing that you're missing more than anything, what would it be?
Oh, probably the best seafood. Like, you know, there are a lot of world-class restaurants here, and they all have the seafood. But when you live in the deepest trenches of the ocean, like I used to have access to the freshest seafood. I will put the freshest seafood of my home world against anything that Grant Hackett can put up here. You hear that, Grant Hackett, world famous chef, Grant Hackett of Chicago? Your seafood is nothing.
So you want that seafood from back home more than anything. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a lot of things that are opening up now. What do you feel is the safest thing for you to go out and do?
Well, Halloween is coming soon, so I will feel like I can reveal my true form in earnest around that time, and people won't look at me so weird. And oddly, when I do have to take public transit, which I do take a lot, there are weirder people on public transit than me. Oh, there's a guy who just talks to himself. I thought he was talking to me on the red line. It's a 24-hour elevated train system. That guy wears me out. Like, I make sure if I see that guy in my car, I switch cars. So it's safe for me to take transit, but you have to watch for the weirdos.
Okay, so you feel safe taking the train, is what you're saying. That's
sure, yeah. Like, but you know, you just got to keep your eyes and tentacles open.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. That is all the questions I actually have for you. Is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to?
Oh, certainly. I'd like to get a shout out. I'd like to thank my human host, Brian, for allowing me to coexist within him. Very gracious of him. I'd like to get a shout out to all of the wonderful weirdos at the Annoyance Theater in Chicago. They're beautiful people with beautiful, delicious dreams, and they're also very talented and funny. You should take the classes and support them. Also, all of my friends at CIC Theater here in Chicago, more weirdos, more beauty, and they do some of the best ensemble work you'll ever see. And also to my boy Hastur, the King in Yellow. Apparently, he's real big these days, make it into all of these true detective shows and Stephen King novels. Like, I'm starting to get a little jealous of how much press time he's getting. But, you know, whatever. You know, elder gods for life, you know. But yeah, I think that's those are my shout-outs.
All right, well, thank you for coming on the show. Go ahead and get Brian back, and we'll finish this thing up.
Will do. Wait there, human. Hey, I thought there were going to be sacrifices.
Did it sound to you like Brian's body was hosting him? Like they were one? Might have to ask that question.
Okay, hey, how was he?
He was fine. I had a question for you.
Sure.
He said something about you were a host body for him.
Oh yeah. It's
He's living inside of you.
Yeah, we I know it's an unusual relationship. Sure. You know what is it these days? Yeah, I found an artifact. Like, long story short, I found an artifact. I read the inscription. Boom! I got Cthulhu inside me. I mean, it's a story as old as time.
Got you. Now it makes sense what he said, and he actually meant what he actually said. All right. So, are you ready for the next portion of the show? The
Absolutely.
lightning round. So this is where we do questions like we were on a game show, but the only thing you win is that even if you lose, your video still comes out Saturday.
Oh, wonderful. There are no stakes.
There's no stakes. These are easy questions. They're all personal to you. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. What's your favorite food?
Crap, fettuccine alfredo.
Favorite drink?
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Favorite place to visit?
You said there would be no judgments.
I'm not.
Actually, I don't know if you said that or not. I apologize.
You can drink whatever you want. It was just funny to me. I wasn't judging you. So, what's your favorite place to visit?
Oh gosh, North Carolina.
Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Inception.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how fun is this interview?
Oh, 11.
Oh, nailed it again. I wasn't judging you on Baja Blast.
Look, I was judging myself.
I mean, I go classic Mountain Dew. I'm going Mountain Dew at all.
Yeah, no, the only way you can get Baja Blast is if you get it through Taco Bell. Well, that's not the way. That's like the 90% of the time. That's the only way you can get it. Like in the summer, they'll release like a short run of bottled Baja Blast, and whenever that happens, I will buy out this local 7-Eleven. Like no joke, I will go and I'll buy like whatever 12 they have, and I'll just bunker them and save them later, and that'll last me a couple weeks. But if I could replace my blood with Baja Blast, I would do it.
Do it. Get it? Mountain Dew it. Yeah, you're funny.
God.
Alright, so now that is the end of the actual show. Do you want to give any shout outs?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely I want to thank you and everyone for having me on the show, and for all the other shows that we've. Make sure you guys are tuning in for Decaf Improv. Support that. Like Cthulhu said it best. Like there's really rich and wonderful community of improv up here. If you ever have the desire to come up here and take classes or do like a summer workshop, once those things start coming back, I would highly recommend it, because you'll learn a lot, not just about improv, but about yourself and how you approach it. And you're going to meet some of the most amazing people that are going to enrich your life. And I've gotten really lucky to have done that. So absolutely. And I definitely also want to, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out like all my North Carolina, friends and family in Raleigh at Comedy Works, and they've got their shows online if you want to check those out. Yeah, so it's all love from here up in the north.
All right, so I'm gonna do this outro, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, thank you for watching this week's episode. Remember, when you're out there, to give shout outs to the people that have been working this whole time. Just say thank you to the people in the grocery stores and other stores like that, because you know what, they've been working hard to keep things on the shelf for you. Give a shout out to all the people in the healthcare system fighting this thing head on. And remember to drop your hate, spread some love. We're all one people. We'll see you next week. All right, peace.